to Colorful Voices of Sisterhood. We're so excited that you guys are here with us. Please like and share this page. We appreciate every time that you tune in with us. We're excited to be back. We got a lot going on. The seasons have changed, and this is my season, fall. I love fall. Today represent domestic violence, mental health, Cancer Month.
Yes.
There's a lot going on, and we're so glad that you guys are back with us today.
Yeah.
So what's been going on with y'all?
A lot.
I'm telling you, I'm seeing that you wrote a book.
Yes, children book.
Tell me a little bit about it.
Our children book is my daughter. She illustrated and she added it, and this my partner added it. So this children book, it means a lot to me. It's about me, my childhood. It's about educational. What it really inspired me is watching my children in American, the privilege they have. The school, school come at your door to pick the children, and back home we have to walk 5 miles. Sometimes what you see,
Yeah.
4 feet is 2 flip-flops.
Yes. Sharing a flip flop.
Yeah, sharing flip-flops.
Yes.
So it's like really is more about educational, and of course I didn't shy away as a child. You being a child, things that I did and silly things and the fun. Some people know about my trauma, things I went through, but also I did have childhood that what little kid will do. So this is to help. Actually, is not for me or for my daughter. Is for to help children to give opportunity to go to school, to help some percentage. Like I dropped out of school because my mom, she cannot afford to send me to school. So we are looking at children that go to school, very smart children, but still when they come home, they sell things on the street. They're not able to do homework, and so we're gonna give them that opportunity to send them to a better school.
So you saying from the proceeds from your book is good to try to help them
So,
out.
yeah, that is the purpose of writing this, to help back home. That education is very important. That's what we can give to our children when they are kids. As myself, I just got my GED.
Yes.
And
We
as an
celebrate
adult,
that.
life happened a lot in your mind. It's hard to go back in school to learn and what you're supposed to learn a long time ago.
Right.
And so therefore, I do not want any child to go through that. And my daughter, she did a really awesome job.
She did.
And added in, she illustrate. And so this to encourage her, to kind of push her out of her comfort zone. She's only 16. So yeah, we are excited.
We're
to
And I'm
very
sure this
excited about
book,
that.
and I'm sure this book is are for all ages.
Oh,
Because it's for
the
educational.
monkeys is in here.
Good.
The
For all
part of the
ages.
monkey.
Yeah.
And it is like it's really funny. It's kind of really funny. I don't know how to ride bike. Believe it or not, I try. I have full 4 wheel of the bike to trying to learn. I fall
So
full
for
times.
we're gonna have to work on teaching you how to ride a bicycle. But I think your book is on Amazon, if I'm not mistaken. I think I put
Yes,
it already in
it's-
my cart for Amazon.
It's on Amazon. Ebooks is available. Actually, Onslow County Library.
Awesome.
They picking our book, and so yes, now we are working on series for little kid with illustration.
So how long did it take you to write one book?
So actually, this book, it was written in 2021, COVID time. Me and my
2020,
daughter, yes, and my daughter loved my story, my childhood story. So I said, let's turn to book, and she enjoys silly things. I tell her, like, Mom, you know. But yeah, it's been sitting for 4 years in my computer, and we say it's time for now to help, and then of course for teenagers. And they have edition, teen edition. So we are working on now series for little kids.
That's good that you
That's
and your
great.
daughter did it together, but you
Yes.
took the trauma that you went through, turn around and put it in a book to turn around and help someone else.
Yes.
And saying that, Agnes, this coming up weekend is going to be doing some dancing.
Yes, I am preparing 2 dances this coming Saturday. It's a good platform. It's the Victim Center here in Onslow County. This Saturday, October 26th, please come on out. Get your tickets at onslowvc.org.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, we're excited that, just bouncing off the both of you, we're excited that you didn't take it robbery to come out to dance and raise money to help victims, which you've been through as a victim. You turn around and you wrote a book. It is amazing how the collaboration comes together and you talk to help out.
Yes.
So it looks like it's like a full circle to me.
Correct.
And I was looking at some of the money and stuff that's being raised, the people that's gotten out there
Oh, my
to
word.
help the nonprofit, because people got a real heart to help people.
They do.
It really is.
I truly believe that, like as you say, there are more good people than bad.
Yes.
And I really, if it was more bad people, this planet will not survive. And this nation, there are more good people than bad.
Yeah,
Just we have to push that and to help with the heart. So many people have heart.
Yes.
But some of us uses right places. So, and I so congratulations you have few days. 3 more days to make a more to reach out to
do
the
our
goal. You
best,
already
like I
passed your
always
goal.
said.
You passed your goal, but you want to reach out to more, which is
You know what amazes me is everyone is just working.
Yes.
The 10, they call it stars. I mean, the calling of their friends, families to ask them to donate. I mean, that's a big plus.
Yes. And I got my Olympia, which was amazing.
Thank you, thank you, thank
But
you.
busy as you are traveling different places, and different top talents and models, you still took the time out to reach back to help victims that's going through domestic violence, which today our topic is going to be talking about mental health. But I want to make sure everybody know we're not mental health therapists. We're just having a conversation
Yes.
about what's going on. And we're going to talk a little bit about what's in our control and what's not in our control. So
That's a good
from what
question.
you've been through with your daughter, what can you tell your kids what's in your control, what's in the control, and what's not out of your control?
what is the in control is how they operate their mind, what they can do, how they respond to their own, not what is around the environment or the moment, is how you respond. So I always, I'm so grateful as I have open conversation with my children.
Good.
They're very open-minded. They tell you exactly how they feel. You already know Amir. He's not shy to speak his mind. Even though he speak his mind, I tell him that you have to be mindful how you talk to people, and the way we say we can hurt other people. And speaking truth is your truth, but
That's
it's
right.
not everybody truth.
That's right.
But as long you stay your lane, this is the important part, is stay your lane. If you cross to another lane, if you're helping, you see, if you crossing the line to hurt people, you out of line. So sometimes to cross is you have to ask invitation people if they want that help. And that is what we can control, is what we do, how we think, is how we respond.
That's true.
Well, to me, I can control my time management, because this is me working on my own.
Yes.
I mean, that would be the greatest gift, maybe one of the greatest gift that I can give to myself, is to be able to work in my own space, because I can control that.
Did you learn that early in life, or was it like later in life what you could control and what you couldn't?
Probably not. While growing up, I can control what I say,
Yeah.
what I bad or good, and you learn from there.
I was thinking about, in control and out of control, like taking care of yourself. And you hear a lot of people say, I don't have control, my children are doing this. And I'm like, so you have some control of the things that your kids do. My kids didn't get cell phones early. My kids didn't start dating early. That was some control, because I knew once they started dating or whatever, their heart's gonna get broken. So some of that was like, in your control. Cell phones, or they close the room door. That's in my control in my house, right? So, the choices that we're made is in my control.
It is. like you said, children they are a reflection of us.
Mm-hmm.
And I know, like myself, I made choices upon on some of my experience, but I can reflect back who I am to my mom, my father. But as a teenager, when they get to a certain age, they become themselves. They make choices, right? They growing, they have different they like, they who they socialize with. But as like you mentioned it, yes, we have control what we can provide to them, what we can give them, what we cannot give them. At the same time, children, they have their own personality and character that they develop because they're not only with you now, they are in school.
Yes.
And they also
That's
come
good.
contact with
That's good.
different character, different personality. They pick some behavior, habit.
I'm glad you mentioned about our parents, because growing up also, it's not that my parents controlled me or controlled us, but I think it's a good reminder.
Yes.
While we are growing. So please, because right now I think one of my kids thought that I might be controlling him or something like that. Growing up, my parents always tells me or tells us education first.
Yes.
Before dating.
Mm-hmm.
Education first before getting married, right? And they always tells us not to have a boyfriend until you finish your college. What is that? Maybe 19 or 20.
Yeah.
But it's a good thing. I never really had any boyfriend.
Did you feel like they was controlling everything you did, or did you feel like they actually had your best interests at heart?
To me, no. Because to me, it's a good reminder. Again, it's a good reminder for me because I didn't do drugs or things like that. And I would say I was clean. I mean, my first everything is my my husband then. So I never had any boyfriend but going back to the word controlling, no. So I'm relaying that to my kids, like, okay, finish school first, don't date. But I don't know.
Yes, it's different.
It's totally different.
It is definitely a different world where we come from. Yeah. But you're telling each person trying to help out.
You implement your children what you would like for them to do. Like my daughter, she tells me like, Mom, what she tells me, she say, I can see myself in her. I say, yeah, you're a reflection of me.
Definitely.
And because you have things that I didn't have grown up, and I want you to have more. Because one, my own experience shaped me to my daughter. She will never have to go through what I went through. So I tell her, like, you lived through me. I say, yes, I am, but in a good way. Because I want the best for you. The end of the day, whatever you learn now, you're going to take with you. It's not for me, but it's for you. But as mother, of course, I will be proud when my daughter, any children, when they do well.
Right.
And when you say control, I myself, I came from family like this. I always find a way to escape. No, really. It's just when you control child, because you see how our brain works, right? When they tell you no, you want to know why they tell you no. Let me go see there.
And you got to go a little bit deeper when saying no. Because when I say, certain things that you can try to help control, it helps them later on. But I do believe in deep conversations. Why are, when you do what you do, you got to look at the reason why we do.
Yes.
To be able to talk. I'll say out of my control is my skin color. I have no control of my skin color.
Oh, that's a good given. Yeah. It's a gift.
But I got control of taking care of myself is one. I can't control what other people think about me.
No.
But I can control how I think about myself. Right?
And how you react.
Yes.
What they say. This is funny, but my son, when he dates, and then mom, things didn't work out, and then date again, mom didn't work out. So this is what I said. Nothing against, okay? I said, hey, why don't you try to date a Filipina?
In your culture, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I know someone, and she's a nurse. I mean, I'm just, I'm not pushing him to do it. I mean, why don't you try other,
Mhm.
And so one time I was talking to him like, and Mom, don't try to control me like I need to date that. No, I'm not telling you. It's just a suggestion.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
you might want to try it.
Mhm.
Right.
And
It might help
he
with the
takes it
culture,
seriously.
with the culture. and
Yeah, the
stuff.
cultural
Yeah.
differences.
I mean, people, they don't want to really face the reality is when he come to that. When you have, like, I didn't do anything. Like, I look back, my daddy did not follow what his parents told him to do. Just as true.
Uh-huh.
They want him to marry someone that his belief, someone that is the same trap. And he went opposite. He married to Christian woman, Orthodox, and different. And so do I.
Mm-hmm.
I went the same.
But it becomes a battle. Now you see why they were saying that, because it became a battle that you didn't
Exactly.
see in the beginning.
No.
What actually was saying,
Mhm.
because it became a battle because you're Muslim, right?
Yes.
Your faith is Muslim.
I'm all mixed. I
Yeah.
am Muslim, but I grow up with both
Right.
Christianity and Islam. But they say love is, you can conquer love, right? If you have love. But the truth is sometimes it comes with a lot of baggage.
Mhm.
And my mom, she went through a lot because she was not accepted as who she was, as Christian, for who she is. So to my dad, they both have this battle. They were fighting, and as we saw things now, in myself and my marriage, 2 Christian men I married to, my children saw that. So I totally, like, I tell people, listen, yes, you love each other, yeah, but it comes with something. You guys are different.
Mm-hmm.
The differences is beautiful, but when we don't accept one another, it can battle. But if it's the same culture, the same belief, at least it take off some disagreement, some of the conflict.
Right. So I agree with what you're saying. That So
I mean, he can try. I mean, you never know if you never,
Mm-hmm.
because he's American too. He's American and Filipino. So, and you yourself, you're Filipino. Your husband is white.
Yeah.
So that is. It seems control to them because they're still young. They want to see, they want to experience. Yeah.
But saying this right here, we was looking at an article of kids running away, which will be our topic in the next discussion on it. It's like, where is it that kids are just, their mindset is to run away. They think things are better, and what's missing now. I do believe sometimes it could be abuse in the household. It could be things that we really don't know about what's going on. But where's your part of your control there?
I mean, like, if I speak from my own experience about running away, because I started running away age 9.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, I escaped in 11. But it is, for me, and it's the safety. When you don't feel like safe here, when you don't feel like you're not comfortable here, when you feel like everybody seeing you, what you acting upon on some of your character, now you are the bad person, you are bad child. Now you get beat or you're being called a name. Like, so for me, that's the reason I run away. Is I did not feel safety. The person that was abusing me was wrong.
Right.
And I felt like if I start saying something, I will cause issues to this man, a marriage. So therefore, and I just want to run. I swear, like, Diana, I did not want to be around there. I did not I love my mom and very, very much. And my brothers, I was the youngest one. Always they send me out to sell cookies, boil potato, and all that. I love doing that, but it just, I didn't want to be there,
right?
Because of this.
You
I
didn't
did not feel like
safe.
safe.
So pretty much you was looking for safe
Place.
Which comes into our topic a little bit today, that we're talking about, like mental health. We're doing, again, I just want to make sure the viewers know that we're not mental health therapists.
No.
We're just discussing the spirits and stuff that we have went through when dealing with mental health, mental illness, the difference in it. Because we go to the doctor for our regular checkup, but how often do we go and get help for our mental health? I'm always telling people, check on your strong friend. Check on the one that you think is your strong friend, because strong friends sometimes, except last month we was talking about suicide.
Mm-hmm.
Suicide is up because sometimes a strong friend don't feel like they have anybody to go to.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you see me smiling
It doesn't
don't mean I'm not going through
Correct.
stuff.
Exactly.
Correct. And I just want to throw this in. So last week I had an eye vision checkup, right? You think you can just go there and they'll ask you about, have you had any any cataract or something like that. But in their form, there's also some questions that actually a lady asked me. I did not sign the form or something like that because she's just doing it herself. Do you have this? Yeah. So she
What you're saying is we have to have some kind of outlet. I love the screaming part, but I love also where you can actually talk to somebody. I love.
Yes,
I'm like
yes.
you. I go to God on so much.
many
He's
times.
sick of me right now because I've been to him so much
He will
lately. that
never
I'm like,
sick of
God,
you.
I know you sick of me, but here I am again because you told me you don't sleep nor slumber.
Exactly.
So I'm up
I'm not gonna
tonight
wake
and
you
you are
up.
too.
Listen,
Let's talk. Let's talk. But that's how it is. I mean, with so much going on, because people like to impose some stuff on you. I've never seen so much going on. And y'all know how I am when it comes to this season right here. Fall is my season, voting my season. But I'm like, go, vote. That's all you got to do. But I don't want to, I'm not going to be arguing with you on what candidate you vote on. I'm going to share to you what I vote, but I'm not going to let your mental state of mind affect mine. I guess that's what I really want to say. We can't let that mental state, because this mental health thing is real. And as I was reading it, the anxiety, the personality disorder, bipolar, those are some topics that needs to be talked about.
Yes.
And even when your kids are younger, look at them. Look and see if there's something going on at ourselves. Our body change every 7 to 8 years. When I read that, I was like,
It does every day. Actually, it takes everything away
your
from
mental
you.
thought.
I know when I see a person that I know and that I love, I often ask myself, why did he turn this way? I mean, he or she has a good life growing up. Why? They got everything. And Fitia, back to your medication. What are we going to do now if we don't have any medication? So I remember my parents, growing up again from the root.
Yeah.
They would give you, when I go back to the Philippines, I'm going to talk to my mom and what kind of medications did they give us when they should give us when we were
a lot of it was natural herbs.
Correct.
We used to have stuff.
It's just right there in our backyard, whatever it is, they squeeze it and
natural herb. A lot of it was natural herbs.
Yes. Also, you say anxiety, and for me, when that kick in, I stop everything. I don't know for everybody, like prayers, God, and meditation. If I don't get on my knees every day when I wake up, I feel like something is missing. I'm really like, that is my safe place.
Yes, it is.
It's really like, for me, that is what helped me when I feel like, okay, something's going on right now. I don't understand where I have to go. I know where I go. I go to room, close the door. I get on my knees and I pray. If I don't do that, sister, I don't know how I will have made it. Every day, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times. I don't care how many times. The moment I can get on my knees, that is when, like, okay, I recharge.
That's one of the form of mental health problems. Anxiety disorders, depression, bipolar, post-traumatic stress disorder, eating disorder even.
Yes.
Yeah. Personality disorder, psychotic disorder. I mean, there's a lot more.
But Agnes been saying that, and Fatia, what you were saying, that's why it's important to have a community. I'm like you, prayer is, that's just my strength. But having a community, my faith, I tell people, I'm not ashamed of Jesus Christ. I'm not ashamed. You pray to who you want to pray to. I'm going to pray to Jesus. I'm going to pray to my Father God in the name of Jesus Christ, because that is what I need. Because sometimes we get involved, and I'm pretty sure Dancing with the Stars have been a lot, and it affected you sometimes. So it's like, okay, let me condition this. This is top priority, this and this. And that's what I had to learn to do.
If it's not, you're gonna lose yourself in the
Yes.
middle.
And I told my husband, I'm just gonna take it a day at a time
Yes.
now.
One day
Before
at a time.
I'm like writing it down. What's gonna happen the rest of the week or 2 weeks from now? But right now, I'm just gonna take
Today,
it a day
one day at a time.
Mhm.
That's the only way I think. If we start living like that, our life recorded to what is provided today and do our best today, tomorrow is another day. What about like sometimes I think most of the time, reason we are in anxiety or depression is we worry about so much what is gonna happen the next day or 1 month ahead. Like, what about if you don't get there?
That's
Then
right.
what?
So that's
Again,
something
it goes
that
back
we
to
can.
in your control. Out of your
Yes.
I was just gonna say that.
That's the reason why I can't on that.
I said, listen, I have this. I'm gonna do everything I can today. I'm gonna reflect what I missed so I can do better tomorrow. But I'm not gonna get stressed so about what's gonna happen tomorrow because I might not be here tomorrow.
Tomorrow's not promised.
Yes, that's
life
how.
is truly a vapor.
Then
That's
you get
good.
frustrated with your children. Then you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like you put them through something that like is not even here yet. And so therefore, I think that if we can enjoy this moment and
Enjoy
capture
now.
whatever we're doing right now, that's how we really fully live in life.
So a part of the mental health I was thinking about, where do you guys come in with? At least I like to get away. I love to sit by the water. When my brain is like in overdrive, I just go and I'll just sit out there and I look at the water because I feel like God cast my cares out into the sea of, and it's so deep and you don't know how deep that water is. So you got to learn how to kind of get away.
Yeah. Mine is couch. So I make coffee. My coffee, I wake up like 2, sometimes 3 o'clock, and then I meditate. Then I'm trying to go back to sleep in the morning after I work out. I make my coffee after I put children to school, and I have a space. I sit like this. I swear, I hold my coffee like that. I have to see the steam. It's just weird, but I have to see the coffee steam. If I don't see this, I have to go back and heat again. That is my safe place. That is how I like my thoughts, my reflection, my prayers, my meditation until I finish that coffee.
So I do sing in my karaoke, one of my outlets, right? And I love to clean. Cleaning is my thing too. I want to see my house clean because if it's cluttered or something like that, you know what I mean? Because if you see your house clean, you also see yourself like in peaceful.
Yes. It's just like when you say that, remind me of the show Hoarders. Do you guys ever look at Hoarders?
Yes.
Lord.
I feel
that show.
I swear, I don't know how we have to get to that point,
right?
Like how we have to. I know it's not, we judging, but however, I mean.
But there's something mental going on.
Really,
there's something mental going on that they can't let go.
Yeah, some people like that.
Yeah.
If something means something to them, usually like what you say, for some people it's mental health too. If you see a lot of things, for some people make them sick. Like for some people, they enjoy seeing that the mess and like that. I don't know why we have to keep so much that we don't use.
Yeah. So, but we do. Think about some early warning signs of dealing with family and friends or ourselves dealing. I was reading you're eating or sleeping too much or too little, pulling away from people,
isolation.
Having isolation is a big one. Feeling numb or like nothing matter, feeling smoking, drinking, or using drugs more often than normally usual. Feeling unusually confused, forgetful, on edge, angry, upset, weary, yelling or fighting with family and friends.
What do you think? When that happens, something that's already going on with you, that when we deflect and with somebody else or around, most of the time we take on those that we love, really. And when this is happening, drugs, of course, and alcohol is for some people a safeguard where they get sick. They don't want to think about. They don't want to deal with anything. And also some people, when they're going through mentally, they like to go out, so they don't want us.
Yeah,
and think about what is going on with them. It can be helpful. It can be hurtful too, because if we don't deal with something that's going on with us, it's not going to go away.
Yeah.
A
It's positive
not,
community you really need, right?
Yeah, it's not going to go away. Still, if we have to talk with someone we trust, but whatever is going on with us, we have to let it out, because if it's not, it's going to come back to the strong in place of really like, now I'm angry because it's adding up. It's like now, I think that is really important when we have dealing with someone. We should share with someone that we feel safe with.
Yeah.
One thing also that would make people depressed or mental. I've talked to several people, and their problems is money.
Yeah, finances.
Yeah.
But getting a plan and sticking to it. I tell people,
ask me, and I'm glad that they have these questions now in their form. So she asked me like, so are you taking any medication? And I said, no. Okay. Do you have a mental illness? Or I'm glad that they're asking that now.
It needs to be.
But if if you're not being honest, they don't know. So this is something I learned about the doctor. Doctor go by what you tell him. Unless you go deep down, you really want to know what is going on with you. But you can check that box. So many people say no because of the fear. What is going to come with if they say yes? Now they're going to ask you, are you trying to somebody else? You see, some people, they don't want to go through that. And they're like, yes or no is the easiest part. Right. But are we really true and honest with ourselves? Because this is my purpose, to help, okay? I went to psychiatrists. I went because the reason I went, one, I was in the school. Every time I get tested, all what I learned is out of window, right? And I said, I want to see what is going on with me. When I went to psychiatrist, of course, you do some activities, but not that. I wanted deeper, right? Even though I know some of my story, what has happened to me, they ask me questions that I really like. I break down and crying because they ask you questions that, like, why you even here? What has happened to you, right? Then that's what makes sense. And I was true and honest with myself, because this Fatia, she have to be okay. And Fatia, wherever she go, Fatia take with herself. So that's always is important to me. So now I am here. I want to get better. But what I'm trying to say, we have to get to that point saying, this is about me. This is about me trying to be the best for my children and for my environment, for those that I love. Also, I want to know really what it costs me for me to do certain things and what is the solution, So the psychiatrist really, it did help me. And of course, they tell you what it has happened to you. They go by your own, what you have experienced. And one good question that the doctor asked me was, and what you want to get out of this? I said, I want to be true me. I want to know who I'm really. Like, I want to know Fatia. And he says, a lot of people, they trying to accomplish that. I said, I cannot accomplish anything if I'm not okay.
Right.
So I have to understand that I have to be okay in order to accomplish everything else. So what I'm trying to say to anybody who went through anything, it doesn't have to be what I went through, anything that sometimes about our insecurity, about what people have said to us that keep us in or traumatize us for us to not moving forward. Go get checked. Just be truthful to yourself. It's you. It's only you.
So you have to help yourself first before you help someone.
Others. It did help this.
When you said that, Agnes, it reminds me of being on an airplane. They tell you the first thing to put yours on before you help someone else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But we as mothers and wives and sisters and stuff, sometimes we take care of others before we take care of ourselves. But you was getting ready to say something.
Yeah, a while ago you were to answer your question. Did you know that in North Carolina alone, there's 356,000 adults have a serious mental illness? This is the reported ones, and I'm sure, believe
There are
me,
so many.
there's a lot more unreported ones out there.
Yes.
So I like when you went to the doctor, they asked that question. Now I do be honest, which I learned how to become honest with. Yeah, you know what? I'm going through this, and sometimes I feel this way because I want to see what's going on. I was looking up a thing called self-sabotage, and me and my daughters was talking about that. Self-sabotaging in relationship is a harmful behavior as it threatens your success and is one of the toughest things to deal with. It's like an enemy who knows you completely and attacks you accordingly.
So that is actually, that's so true because I myself, most time I quote, if you guys see, I post things that when I do post, it's some things that I'm dealing with, my self-reflection. And I truly believe that reason people suicide is not because they cannot deal with other people or outside of the world. We cannot deal with our own thoughts because we are our self-enemy. If you cannot beat that thoughts going through in your mind, that dark silence that nobody see except you, if you overcome that, that is success.
That is truly success when you
That
can
is
overcome
success.
those thoughts.
So people, they don't suicide because I cannot deal with you, Diana. It's not because I cannot deal with what the society has to say about me. It's because I
what's
cannot deal with my own thoughts. Just think about this. You can fight with people, go home. It's
know,
just you, right? It's you in the house.
You know, I remember when Robin Williams, the actor, right, took his life. First thing that came to mind was, gosh, what happened to him? I mean, he's rich. He has all this.
No, it's not. It's not the money. We saw so many people have money, have wealth. Money cannot give you life. Money help things the way you use the money. But again, we have to overcome our own dark, our own thoughts for us to become successful. That's the reason I truly believe suicide is high.
So we need to go to the root cause. We need to find out what the root cause, whether it's challenging you to go back to, like you said, your childhood, whether it challenged you to go back to the hurt, something that has hurt you, that you have to face, because it's part of mental
Healing.
health. Yes, it's going deep back, because sometimes when even people ask you like, what are you going through, sometimes you're ashamed to say what you're going through. But I think it's a healing process to find a safe zone, which I like that you're starting something in a safe zone where I can go and to be real. This is what I'm going through. I am hurt. Because sometimes we can get super spiritual. We can go to church, we can say we praying, but I do believe Jesus even got away. He got away from some of those people so he could clear his mind. Self-sabotaging hurts homes. It hurts marriages. Sometimes people don't think it's just too good to be true, right? So it can hurt friendships. Where Fatia, if you get on my nerves, Fatia, you get on my nerves. Let's talk about why are you getting on my nerves. Let's find the root cause of it. Because it may not be you. It may be something really mentally going on with me. So I really think that's where the mental health and the checkup come in. When you go to the doctor, make it almost a routine to check. Get a therapy. Get a therapist.
And I that absolutely true, Diana. You know what I do also once in a while is if I cannot talk to any friends, I talk to my Heavenly Father.
That's right.
I will pour everything. I cry. It feels good.
Yes.
And you know what I do also? I will go to my car and this is healthy. This is healthy. You guys need to scream.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my gosh. It feels great. Just scream. Let it out.
Agnes, I agree with that so much. When I do grief coaching, I tell people, I just put your phone on mute or whatever, and I just want you to scream to the top of your lungs. I have done it recently. Because if not, I feel like my head is going to explode with just life itself. Life be life.
Yes. I'm laughing, Agnes, because back home we scream all the time. Here they look at you like, what's going on with you?
Just go inside your car.
Or go to the beach where nobody's there. But I took training, suicidal prevention. What I really learned, that was eye-opening for me. Because one, I went for a reason. I went there because what my son experienced and things that myself thoughts went through, I said, I have to take this class. I drove hour in Wilmington. But what I learned is, Diane, I'm just being honest with, sometimes we relate to the medication. We really do. Oh, because it was veteran, the class that we went. What about if the medication is not available? What about if the doctor, therapist that you want to talk to is not available to you? Then what? No, I'm saying,
I agree with
I
you.
believe, like, then what? We relate our life, we give our life to somebody else's hand to make us better. That is when we are in trouble. Yes, it's good to talk to people, right? It's good to take those medication. But what about when it's not available?
Well, and some medication triggers not the right way.
No, it has a lot of effects.
You got to look at it and say it may cause anxiety, it may cause depression, it may look at the side effects on the medicines before you started taking. And to see, I tell people all the time, don't take all the medicine together. That's something my mother taught me growing up. She says, make sure you take your medicine not all together so you can see what pill affects you whatever way. But you guys know I was in the financial industry for a while. Even when you get denied a loan, you need to ask the question why, because it may be something on your credit you don't know about. And then ask, can you help me get a plan together and try to stick with it for financial? People don't sometimes, especially this season right here, a lot of times people live above their means. It becomes Christmas. This season right here, suicide is very high. Because they feel like they can't live up to a lot. Christmas, they got to buy so much. But now people get all year long. They don't even wait to Christmas to get anything. The natural storm that happened in Western Carolina, that's a lot of pressure on a lot of people because they have lost everything in a matter of seconds. And we don't never know when a natural disaster may happen.
It's the same life. The same life. The same what you just said, disaster and storm. But the same even our life. We don't know how long we're going to be here. We stress about money. We stress about a lot of stuff. But the end of the day is we don't know when our last time, if it's today, if when I leave here. That's how at least I'm trying to live like, what about if I die? Everything I'm worried about is going to stop. My end. For everybody else, it will move on. Even I love my children. Their life is going to go on without me. So something that reminder, I think death is remind us to live calmly.
We should prepare to live.
Yes.
Yeah. And then, again, I'm going to go back to when Agnes went to her doctor and they asked those questions. I think it's so important
to answer those
questions.
Yes.
And answer them honestly.
Yes.
Because it could be just something, a major tweak. Our chemistry in our head may not be. It may need just a little bit of balance there. There may be something just a little bit off that we have to be aware of and know your body.
You'll never know one of these days. Bank loan, they're probably gonna add those now. Questions, why not? Right? I mean, if you cannot tell to your vision checkup, you might want to tell to
But
your
it's amazing that they can look through your eyes and see stuff.
Right?
It's amazing that my mother used to say all the time, look in a person's eyes and talk. Because you can see a lot in their eyes.
Yes. It's funny. We just have group art activities in our support group, and we were doing. It was really awesome, and everybody did. They draw or we put together. I put eyes, big eyes, and so everybody share what they did. I say reason I put the eyes speak more. What we can say. It really does. If we pay attention, if we give eye contact, like if we really like, you come to me, if I sit down and talking to you, I know.
Like talking to your little ones.
And you guys can join us every Thursday evening. We really like, we growing now with 10 of us, and a place that you can come eat, no judgment. And we trying to create a community that we can come together with the children, laugh. And so actually this Thursday, we're going to have nutrition and she's coming to teach us. And yeah, it just is. Listen, it's only you. Be you. Be honest with yourself. People always say things that mean things, even when they don't know you. People always judge you regardless if you're good or you're bad. Therefore, why can't you be you? You are made to be you, nobody else. And always choose you to be healthy and to be unique and individual. It's okay to be different. We are not created to look like everybody else. I cannot be Agnes because I don't want to be Agnes. I don't want to be Diana because I'm created to be Fatia. Fatia, she have to find her purpose, do what she's supposed to do.
That's good.
So
that's good. And saying that, you talked about the self-care.
Yes.
That goes with your eating.
Yes.
Getting enough sleep, meditation, thinking, finding your coping skills where you can learn how to cope with different things. Because life brings a lot of stuff at you. I keep saying
That's
life be lifing.
I need more sleep.
Yeah. I know and when the time getting ready to change again first Sunday, so just be ready. So we talked a little bit about the suicide, and I'm going into the season because we are getting ready to go into the holiday season, and we talked a little bit how suicide can get up.
Yeah.
So we just need to be mindful of each other and be true to each other. Check in. If a person get on your mind, check in, but check in with yourself to find out what's going on with me. How am I truly feeling? Again, I keep saying, even though we go to a regular physician, they can refer you to a therapist or they can refer you to a counselor. They can refer you to a psychiatrist, whatever you need. They can refer you. Go ahead and let the insurance take care of it. Triggers that change in the season because of the fall and the winter. It get darker early. They got less sunlight. Feel like they got nothing else to do. Nobody's there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of free events also here in our Onslow. Go out there. Yeah.
Meet people. Of free events.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go out there and meet people.
A lot of people, they don't like to stay in the house. They like to be out there, going there. Are you like that?
Yeah.
Listen.
Now look. Let me say I'm balanced because there is times when I can be in the house, be by myself and stuff.
Same here.
But I really I enjoy going out, meeting people, talking to people, finding out different things. Whether I go and stay 15 or 20 minutes, that's just me. Now I can do me alone. I can eat by myself. I've learned that over the years who I was, but it took me a while to realize who I was and my belief and my faith in the Lord. Now I'm good with Diane. I don't have to be nobody else. This is who I am.
And give once a week for your date night with your loved ones. Ours is every Friday. If I don't feel like going out, we can just stay in our living room and watch the movie. Yeah.
And you get to know each other because sometimes you have to ask deep questions about each other, because again, everything changes.
And like they say, after marriage, your dating should be continuous.
Yes. Yes.
But going back to the holiday part is people, they lose loved one, especially when that's the holiday when people come together, families come together, or husband or wife, she lost her husband that they've been together for a long time. That's when the pressure and all that kick in. But the end of the day is we really we have to overcome our own darkness, our own thoughts. We have to fight through that. I don't want to say there is no enemy, but I personally, I don't want to believe I have enemy. Enemy is me. If I cannot conquer me, I cannot.
That's what I always say.
I'm not worried about you, girl. I have to overcome me. If I can beat that, if I can beat my darkness, I'm good. If I can beat my fear, I'm good. So people say enemy. Enemy is oneself. That if you cannot overcome your own thoughts, then you are enemy to yourself. So you cannot win. Yeah, you cannot win. If you cannot win yourself, the dark moments say that you cannot be. People have telling you this. People, they say you will never make it. If you cannot fight through that, say, you know what? I have to show Fatia how I can overcome. So individually, we have to really beat our own darkness to be who we're supposed to. We have to see ourselves the other side, not the dark part, but we have to fight the dark to come to light. And if we can beat that,
we good.
Even yourself, you have to set
So
goals.
ourselves.
What am I fighting tomorrow?
Yeah.
Me.
Mhm.
Okay. What are the
In the
goals?
morning, if you don't want to wake up, who's going to drag you if you don't drag yourself
Yeah.
when you don't feel like? So we have to take accountability, responsibility to ourselves. This is my life. It's been given to me. I have to make my life the way I want to live.
That's really good. And when you said that, I was just thinking in my head, the enemy within me.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson made a song about the man in the mirror. That's a tough
That
song.
could be one of your book.
Yep.
Enemy within me.
Yes.
So no, it's true. Just think about it. You fight somebody, like you go, people look at you a certain way, which is I experienced. Guess what? I have went home and cried. But what did I say? Fatia,
Get up.
you have two choices. You're going to let them defeat you or you're going to defeat yourself. I said, no,
Fatia, that's really good.
I said, I'm not going to do that. I told you that. I called you that. I get on my knees. This woman, she really made me look like this bit. I went home. I get on my knees. I cried. I still cry about when I talk about. But you know what I say? No. That was reflection of herself, not me.
Now let me show you.
Yeah.
And so therefore, just know wherever you go, you are worth it.
Yes.
So when you walk the door, know that you are important. Okay. And don't let nobody tell you who you're supposed to be. You choose who you want it to be.
That is your
and you
affirmation.
have that choice.
Affirmation daily.
That's one thing that Raquel told me when she walked in the room, and we miss her today. I hope she's doing well.
Yes.
But I like how she told me when she walk in the room, she owns the room. Because now I walk in a room and I try to take that lower back seat because I don't want nobody to bring the attention to me. And for somehow another reason, folks see me.
Yeah.
But I like when she said that when we walk in, and I'm getting better with that. The self-confidence of walking into any place and owning the room. But this conversation was absolutely amazing. There's a book that I was reading, Letting Go the Need to Be Right. Because you know what? That's a battle too. You want to be right on everything. Some things you can't be right on.
You can't be.
We just go to God and say, look, I don't know why you have presented this to me, but now you got to help me through this right here.
Correct.
So this was very good discussion today, but please go get yourself, find out what's going on, check on your strong friend. The first weekend in November, there's going to be a lot going on. The powwow, Onslow County powwow will be going on the first week in November. And that will be at the fairgrounds. Don't forget Dancing with the Stars is coming on. Don't forget to like and share. Look at our YouTube. We do have a YouTube. We're also looking for sponsors. So if you want to sponsor our show to keep us going, just keep going. We are already up to almost 4,000 viewers now, 4.6 viewers. We are super excited. Y'all, we couldn't do it without you. So thank you again for your support, and to my Colorful Voices of Sisters. We really love you. But don't forget, this weekend, if you ain't doing nothing, come out with Dancing with the Stars and help support the dancing, because there are victims. And there are some of our loved ones that we have survivors. So we're super excited. We will see you the next show within 2 weeks, and we will be talking about runaway prevention.
Yes.
Runaway prevention.
See you soon.
So we'll see you guys again.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
This is really good. Yeah.